You know, I should probably start with my brother because we all know he's getting along with it as one. And I would like you to keep it to less than 2 minutes.
Riding back in Longview, and my first walk and knock in a very rural part of Cowles County. I encounter a family who obviously had nothing. And they said to me as I knocked on the door and asked for a donation for Walk and Knock, they said, we've been helped so much that there's nothing in this house you can't take. And they gave me a bag of food, and as I walked away and I put it into the vehicle, I thought to myself, I need to take all of the food in this vehicle and take it back to this house. But that wouldn't have honored them. And I remember back to another Walk and Knock when John Claypool hit me in the head with a can of pears. Man, that was fun. But I could give some other memories. But truly, being a part of this club is one of the incredible highlights of my life. And I am proud of my brother, past Captain Chairman Hal, who has given so much. I am happy to
Let's go over here. Now, here's a guy we haven't seen in, what, 14 years? Is that right?
Been a day or two.
It's been a day or two. Past School Chairman Mike Julian, what kind of memory do you have?
Wow. You know, my best memory, I got out of the Navy back in November of '90, and I wanted to decide on how I was going to continue servicing as I had done for 8 years in the Navy. And I met up with Val Torgerson, who was a neighbor of ours, and he said, join the Lions. And I did, and I've never regretted it. Don't get to donate as much time as I want, but, you know, it's one of those, get involved when you can, do what you can. And I really like it, so.
Yes. Thank you for your service, Past School Chairman Mike.
Yes.
Now, let's look over this direction. I'm thinking there's somebody over here. Let me see, George? George Rader. The only reason he joined, just so you know, is so he can become a county commissioner. Is that correct? No, I'm bad. You know that.
Which organization is the when you want to keep weeding your relatives the most?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so my best memory is when Jim Reineke and Hal Palmer invited me to attend the Lions Club meeting and asked me if I wanted to join. I don't know the exact month, but that was early 1981. And after some thought about it, I eventually did join in 2000 and have enjoyed every minute of it since.
Right. As I recall, you and Chase, the grandson, put together some light bulbs, and that was quite a good memory. Quite a good memory. Okay, let's come over this way. Okay, coming along. Past President Don Harris, you must have a memory that you want to share. Because you're more talkative than I am, right?
Well, not really. You're a politician. I'm not. My memory of Lions, I started back in 1971, and one of our older Lions, Tom Wright was my sponsor. And it started actually before that in JC's, Longview JC's Service Club. But when I had a chance to go up to the Northwest Watch, where they did the hydrat, the coronary and all that. So it was watch the leader dogs and things like that. Things that we give back is what really does me good. And when I came in, I said, I want to give back, I want to serve. Well, you people here have done all this, and I'm just really proud to be part of it.
And we're proud that you are a lighter than your
I have any particular memory, but I do know that I learned more about this club by just attending more parties, listening to the older members, talk about the past and what the club has done, and then just driving around town and seeing what the Lions Club has done throughout the city. So I've been proud of memory.
Yes, thank you, Past President Guerrero. Walt never wants to say anything, so we're going to make him say something now. And if you choose to sing happy birthday to somebody, it's okay.
No.
That's nice. That's nice.
My best memories are all of you people here, from all of the district conventions and all of the fall forums that we've attended over the years, every one of you. And
as I look at the pictures of the photographs of the people that are coming up on the screen, it's funny, but I know every one of them.
Yeah. Boy, that's for sure. You're old, and sitting next to you. You know, well, the Pioneer Lions always do things timely and on time. So somewhere in the 80s, we voted for Lyle Whitman. And somewhere in 2000, we had our first woman president, Marie Speck. Marie, your favorite memory? You knew I was going to get you.
4 more years.
No pressure here at all.
No.
I can't think of anything in particular other than it was a great honor. Before I joined the Lions, I'd always worked, but was very conservative and could not speak in front of a group anywhere. And Lions brought me out of that. I've enjoyed it. All the members we have now and all our past members, what a great ride this is. And I enjoy it immensely. And I thank my husband all for bringing me in.
Yeah, good job. It's really interesting because she was talking about her growth in Lions. There is somebody that we know that everybody knows grew and grew and grew.
She's not that big.
Yeah. So, I remember when I got my 35-year Chevron last 2 weeks ago, I said, I remember sitting there thinking, I'll never get one of those. I think you're going to get one.
35.
Past President Cindy Sessions.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
You're not she got all those years ago. Thank you, Lion Wall.
What are you talking about? Lions is an awesome group. I mean, leadership. You need to go, if you guys have clubs that have not gone to Northwest Lions Leadership Institute, you need to send them there. I was a shy person. Cindy can attest this. When I was in high school, I had 6 friends. And not because I was stuck up, because I was so dang shy. Look at me now. You can't shut me up. To send one of your members to Northwest Lions Institute, do it, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Very successful researcher on our string of screens. I'm back here with Uncle Milt. We haven't seen you in a while, except for the last Tuesday we saw you, didn't you? Uncle Milt, what kind of memory do you have that you want to share?
Well, King Lion, fellow Lions guest. My guest was one of my strangest memories of this club. Was the year that Don Donaldson was the president and I was the third VP. And he told me I was going to go to a meeting and represent this club. And that meeting was because we weren't going to have any more 4th of July celebrations. And at that meeting, there was a member of each of the service clubs, and they were not very involved for some reason. And so I named Go Forth because it was go too long before the 4th, don't leave town. And we were going to pay for fireworks with little buttons that said, long you go forth. And I didn't think those dang things would last. And I took it, I took it to the club, and I said at a board meeting, also, I watched in the Lions magazine that they had these little things in Australia in their clubs called Lions Mints. So I sent and got a sample. I took them to the board and I said, this looks like it might be a good idea if we get some monthly income. Hanson, good idea, do it. So I went up, I put out 50 of those dang things, and I can't believe there's still most of them. No, not most of them, but quite a few of them are still floating around out there. Those are my 2 of my favorite memories.
All right. Thank you, Milt. Looking around here. Bert Gravel? I can't believe I would think of you with memories, because we were at a past president's meeting where we used to have this habit of using wet napkins, and it's kind of faded. And I don't know how it worked out, but did you throw a glass of water at me, or was that me on you?
No, I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that, okay. Tell us about your memory, Bert.
I have a lot of memories, mainly of the many years I've been here, and
How many is that?
since 1955.
Whoa. Really?
Got a lot of memories of the Lions that are not with us anymore, that I thought a lot of, and they're really a great bunch. I do remember especially early on, we used to have the chuck wagon like at the shuffleboard tournament, and that was a wild deal, and it was fun. So, anyway.
Thank you very much. Very well. Bert has done well, come along this way. Conceivably could interview everybody, but some people seem more obvious because they make it easier to embarrass, right, Janice? That's President Janice Hillman, the second
I'm a woman. Thank you. I have lots of great memories with the Pioneer Lions, but the most recent is that the guys all rallied around me and made a wheelchair ramp for me, which is one of our service projects, and it's helped me become independent. And so I wanted to thank you once again, but that's one of my best memories.
Now, with the next to me, we have a fire chief whose meat just arrived. Bob Heidemann, my goodness. Like, you were like my idol when I joined the club. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Okay. You're the former fire chief for Longview. Bob Heidemann.
I'd like to thank Greg Firth for giving me that name.
Yeah. You heard that.
But my memories of the Lions Club in 34 years has been just the greatest people in the world. They're dedicated, they're service-oriented, and it's just been a privilege to be a part of this club. And I think of all of the Ernie Coots and Walker Lemire's and Dallas Dedricks, all of them go way, way back. But after 34 years, some of the names escape me. But what a great group of people the Pioneer Lions Club.
Thank you, Bob. There's a picture of Jim McKercher and Jim Fowler out there. How many remember them? Okay, yes. I come home to my wife and I say, "Who's this crazy guy in my Lions Club? He's really, I just can't believe it. His name is Jim Fowler." And she says, "Oh, that's the guy that runs our Camp St. Albans, and here's a picture of him with a squirrel on the top of his head." Those of us that remember those two, they were, we'll call them Greg First and the George Moores of yesteryear. Coming around the table here, what do we got over here? You know, if I don't let an attorney speak, I'll probably be in real big trouble. Sam Wardle, one of the best things you ever did is what?
That's his case.
Yeah. It's when this mic went dead. Certainly wasn't expecting this, Hal. Certainly from you, this great honor. It won't be repaid.
It will be repaid, I'm pretty sure.
My lips are moving, so I must be speaking the truth.
That's right.
As many of you, I was very touched when I came in here and saw the photographs, particularly of those people that were members of our club that are no longer with us.
My sponsor is up there.
We're going to find you, Kinnison, for doing that.
That's right.
Well, my sponsor was Oscar Lemire, and
Oscar, I used to eat lunch with Oscar, and he actually knew my name. It wasn't just Curly. I had Oscar as a professor of health at LCC 150 years ago, a couple 100 pounds ago. And he talked me into coming over to Lions, and you can always be a better member, but I've certainly enjoyed being a member of this club. They do so much, and they really make me proud of the city that I grew up in. Thank you, Hal, and thank you, fellow Lions.
Thank you, Sam. There's only one person in the room that can talk more than my brother or I. Is that right, Jim? Masters to Governor Jim Reineke. Yay! Favorite memory?
I don't have any favorite memories. I got some unpleasant ones. When I joined, Hal Palmer joined at the same time, and that was unpleasant enough. But I think the most pleasant thing was throughout the years working with the people I've worked with, Terry Kennison, Hal Palmer, Arnie Peterson. Here's Arnie's replacement.
Yeah, that's right.
As our secretary treasurer. Ernie Kuhn, can't be forgotten, and they're all great memories. And we will carry on in their tradition, Al, if you can.
Yes, you can.
Thank you very much, Baptist Governor Jim. I'm just coming around the table. Boy, there's some other people here. I'd love to pick on Ron Stockler because it's kind of interesting. He had a sponsor that he forgot the name of, right? Ron Stockler.
President Doug, fellow Lions and guests, my sponsor is Hal. I shot my mouth up and said I didn't have enough to do. I quickly learned never to say that in front of Hal again. What I love best about the Lions Club is the camaraderie, and we're just a big family. We tease each other really hard. People think we're either smart Alex or they like us. There's nobody neutral about Lions Club. But it's been a great opportunity to meet a whole bunch of people I've never met in the community before, and I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. I was looking for George Moore. Where is he hiding?
He's over there.
The other end? Okay. Where's George Moore?
Front table.
There he is, the front table. George Moore, past zone chairman. He was a guy, okay, you need to be really clear. I never thought I would go beyond committee member until Terry Kennison pushed me through the chairs, and George pushed me a little bit farther. So, if anybody can blame, it's George Moore. Thank you, Al.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate enough, I guess, to be a member for quite some time.
How many years?
44 plus. I guess I'm kind of like what Cindy said. When I first joined, I was very bashful. I was glad to sit in the back of the room and have everybody know that I wasn't even there.
Bashful.
But getting involved, I just moved to the community. I've only been here for a year when I got talked into joining, and it's been outstanding. I got the privilege to serve as secretary treasurer, and then eventually up through the chairs, be president, became zone chairman, got involved with the Site and Hearing Foundation, and I'll never forget the night that Roger called me and asked me if I wanted to be vice president of the Site Foundation. And I just fell out of a chair. I was really shocked because I never ever anticipated that would happen. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think I was very privileged to have the opportunity. And by being involved in that, I also had the opportunity to become interested in the site and hearing there that we have. And after I got done serving as president, I pushed the board till they finally gave me permission to build it. And it's been a wonderful thing ever since. So I'm really pleased to see the turnout here tonight. We were I was gone for 2 weeks, when I got home, I was told we had 50 people coming. That was 2 weeks ago, and I had a corner. Anyway, then I seen Greg Firth a few hours later, and they said, no, we have about 100. And I believe there's approximately 184, 185 here tonight. And that is absolutely outstanding. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming. It's just been a wonderful evening. It's going to get better. Thank you.
It's going to get a lot better. It's going to get a lot better. Yes. It was kind of fun way to spend the time. You said it was talking and eating. You know, past President Don Donaldson, he's never been a man without a word. You know, some people, when you came back to the club, they said, who was that guy? Now, I knew Don Donaldson when he was our president.
You got everything you got now?
Yes, sir.
That's new. You know, we're here to talk about maybe some great memories that we have of the club. I have to go back. I have to go back quite a few years. Probably 1971. Ray Strange, who's no longer with us, was a great, great member of this club. Ray and I started what turned out to be the beer gardens. We started out in the parking lot of the Monticello Hotel, which was in bankruptcy and closed at that time. There were some real difficult feelings in the club at the time we started that. Some difficult feelings in the community. But, you know, this Lions Club has always been for serving the public, for serving the people, generating funds to help the community. And that project has gone on and on and on. It was a great fundraiser for the Pioneer Lions Club. And I'm very proud that Ray and I at least were involved in the beginning of that. The Gulf War Committee, Eagle over there, mentioned he came to the Kmart meeting, and as a matter of fact, proposed that. There's another great accomplishment.
Thank you, sir. My badge number is number 7. It was 6, but they moved it back.
Somebody came back from the dead?
Well, when you're talking about memories, I thought there might be 3 or 4 people here who haven't heard my story of Walking Rock.
Yeah.
Walking Rock, I think, is one of the great projects. It's 12 docks. And I worked on it, I think, every year except once I was down with my head. Anyway, there was the year when I picked up the paper sack. And
They're eating food now, right?
go for it, John. And they later told me that there wasn't any food in that sack. That people had just set out their kitty litter. Most people in here already do that stuff. But anyway, it's been a great 15 years.
It's Dr. Tom. Then you can serve in the office, is that right?
Not quite.
Not quite that long. Vice President, how's Zone Chairman Steve Johnston? Thanks, Al.
This club has just been good memories from start to finish, and we're constantly creating more, and that's what is just so great about this club. And that's all I have to say.
Okay.
My positive memory about this club is that they show up at everybody's event. Everybody has seen a Longview Pioneer Lion show up. And so Michael Dick is back, Dick Fox and Sue Fox from Washougal are both here. I'm from the Washougal Lions Club, and we just wanted to say thanks for coming to our events. We're happy to be here too. Thank you for that.
I just wanted to share the turning point of my life with Lions was when Hal was district governor. I had been following Steve around, and as he was a Lion and I was not. Sometimes I worked in work parties and they were fun, but I didn't have a sense of belonging. Well, Hal was district governor. He would invite us to go along his visitations. It was the same year that Steve was president. pioneers. So after our visitation to Morton and Hal's presentation.